Hi, friends. I'm just doing a look at a video with some digital distortion. So this is Peggy Hall, and I'm just wondering if she is being targeted with electromagnetic interference. So there's different types of digital distortion where you can see the actual surface of the skin of somebody is changed, and it could be that there is something on, like there could be something on the surface, like nanotechnology on the surface of her skin. um, but and this is just my idea. I just wonder, because we know that directed energy weapons are used on people, and I started noticing a certain type of digital distortion occurring a few years ago. And notice this big green panel here. And the first time I really took a look, like there were some uh, points where it looked like there was another room, as if this like somebody else's office was projected onto a video I was watching. And so I just am posting this to see what other people think about nanotechnology on the surface of people's skins, and of course, directed energy weapons uh, being aimed at certain people. And of course, I also understand there to be a supernatural element, and Peggy Hall is a believer. So she has the armor of God on, and the infilling of the Holy Spirit. And yet we have, we're in a fallen world and there's nanotechnology. So I just wanted to record uh, the changes. So again, so look, 3 panels have appeared. And so we have one panel, and it's not completely taking up that whole side of the screen. So there's green here, and it looks like there's something kind of around her forehead area, and there's this red streak and this light blue streak, and so up here, the middle, right in the middle, we see the polarized light, the black and white. This is definitely what we understand to be a holographic breakdown that we see of Nephilim, fallen angels. So it could be that but it's not on her. It just happens to be either on the lens of the camera or maybe in the room. And then we have this other kind of hard to see thing over here, and then it's blurred out in this panel, and then the flower, we see a little bit of the flower, and then we see this black square. And I see this a lot where there's a rectangle, another rectangle, another rectangle, another rectangle or square. And for some reason, it's like this pixelation. And if we take the big view, I mean, this is kind of like a bunch of rectangles. So I'm just gonna quickly try to go through, and you have to click fast because I don't know how many like, I don't know what the term frames. I don't know how many frames go for how many clicks per second or whatever. But anyways, so there's a plant that's on this far left-hand side, but we're only seeing a shadow of something here. And again, we're seeing this black and white kind of polarized holographic breakdown is what I understand it to be. And then it looks like there's a Monet painting behind her. And so it's appearing now, whereas before it was missing. And we have a sense of this shadow, right? There's just all this stuff casting a shadow or bleeding color, right? And I mean, I'm just saying what I'm seeing. I don't really know what all of this means, but it happens randomly, and I'm just wondering if anybody has any other thoughts about this, and also let me know if the sound quality is okay. So we're seeing, so a lot of times there's stuff on people's skin or hair. And so we see some digital distortion on the surface at this point. And I wonder if energy weapons can be directed and activate nanoparticles on the surface of people's skin. I don't know. And we see this green rectangle still remains. And I have seen this tone of color, green, in other digital distortion of other activists that I trust to be, just they're doing their own thing. So I'm just wondering if this is like from the CIA headquarters, if they use a green light, I don't know, but it seems pretty consistent. So we see her eye here, and then we see this red streak and this blue streak and kind of this breakdown here. And if we spent more time with this, we'd probably see more stuff, and other people who are more expert would probably be able to decode what we are seeing. And then on the top upper right hand side, far right, there's more breakdown, holographic breakdown. So I'm just going to do another quick click, stay the same. Okay, so now we're just using most of the image, and at the very top band, one could say, the top banner area, more digital breakdown. And I don't know if this is more nanotechnology activated. And then the green panel has a shadow as well. And all the shadows seem to be casting towards the right-hand side. And so that's why I'm wondering, is it energy, an energy weapon, and physics, just stuff is kind of being pushed to the side? Is her smart meter running right now and altering the frequencies of whatever, her Wi-Fi or something like that? I just wonder, is this smart meters? Is this a directed energy weapon? Is this solar flares? Is this some demonic possession in the space? Does anybody know? Okay, so I'm gonna click again. Okay, so again, we have these streaks all going towards the right, and more of these block, except we see the one remaining thing is the frame of this Monet picture. I can't remember the two artists. They kind of have similar style, so but it's interesting that the only remaining semblance of reality is this part of the picture frame, which I think is pretty interesting and significant, because it's like somehow this bit of reality is able to withstand whatever energetic fluctuation is going on here. So in the center of the frame, so we have these 4 panels. One's a light color, one's a little bit pink color, another's pinker color, then another is mostly green. But the third panel is has the most activity, more pixelation, and just seems like there's more of a concentrated distortion. And we're beginning to see what looks like, if it as if there was like rain petals or rain drops on a body of water, and it gets a little bit more. So I clicked in again, clicked again. Okay, so now we're seeing Peggy's eye appear, and look. So look at the colors. So there's red, green, and alternating in a square, and it's heading towards her pineal gland, the center of her forehead, and so I'm just like, are people directing things towards her? Is she being attacked or something? And so I'm just gonna kind of click through. Okay, so now everything's gone, and we're seeing a lot more black and white. So that's polarization is the color of the Masons and like evil creatures. And I'm just pouring myself some tea here. And you can see that, it looks like as if a bunch of like rain drops have fallen on a surface of water. But if we were to look at it in terms of, a spray of bullets or something, this is the first time I wonder if this is a directed energy weapon, because look, look where all the pock marks are, right? It's not to her right, it's not to her left, it's right where she is. So I don't know. And it's probably going to be over soon. Okay, so again, we have 4 panels. Now, okay, so the second panel in from the left, so we have all these squares, and one could say, oh, it looks like we're looking down a hall of a room. Then we see the purplish one, and then we see the green one. Could that green one be a room with a green floor, you know, with some type of light? I don't know. I'm just brainstorming, folks. So if you guys know what this is about, please say. Okay, so 4 panels again. Like, this is just really strange. Okay, so we have 4 panels. All of them are leaning towards the right. And then the second panel in from the left, we have a block of light open. So what's that about? And then the next panel over is like a different scene, one could say, and purplish and a little bit more chaotic. And then the next panel is that green. Is it a floor? What is this about? Okay, 4 panels. And now they're looking kind of, so we have that art piece, we're seeing the frame return, and it's almost the same shape as the final panel, the green panel. It's like they've got a corner and, you know, it looks like maybe the bottom of the floor again, you know. And I'm sure smarter, more capable interpreters will have more to say about this, but so it's interesting because that frame of that painting is holding fast, it's holding strong. And her hair is returning as well. But it looks like, you know, raindrops on the surface of water. Why? Why is that happening? Why is it happening right there, and especially where she is? So the painting is there. Okay, so, you know, so there's, you know, if we break down the image here, the plant is panel 1. The painting is like panel 2, where she is panel 3. And then the green is panel 4. And if you look closely at this green part, okay. I don't know how well you can see from your device, but so it looks like there's a light square, as if somebody has like a sign, right? A piece of paper on the wall, or a painting, or a piece of art on the wall. Then there's a bigger square, like maybe a bigger painting or something you have on the wall. And then it looks like there's something kind of hanging off of the painting, or just like maybe you have a little reminder, a note reminder, and then a little bit right beneath that to the bottom is almost like a post-it. Okay, so it just looks like this is somebody's space or something, like we're looking into somebody's office. Like, I just wonder if there's somebody's camera on in the deep state, the people who are attacking the public, and if sometimes their cameras are recording them and it's showing up when they are doing directed energy weapons at people. But and I'm gonna see if I can find there's another one, so hold on just a second. I'm going to just Hey friends, so there was a video, like a truther I used to follow closely, and one day, like, his video just totally disintegrated into what you see before you here. Now, to me, this looks like, and this was just, his video kind of broke down, and to me, this looks like somebody's office. Like, it looks like a reflection of a office building at night, and maybe like a computer or a copy machine with the office paper equipment and people's computer screens, and of course this one where I put this circle around it. It totally looks like somebody's computer monitor, and maybe somebody's chair, or somebody sitting in front of a computer monitor. And this is maybe somebody's desk and some papers, Kleenex, I don't know. But to me, this looks so much like an ordinary office, larger office, superimposed on like on somebody's video, but a weird office, like. And so I don't know if truthers are being targeted, and maybe there's just so much surveillance going on that even the people who are doing the directed energy weapons, like, even their stuff is reflected. Um, but yeah, so it's perplexing to me. I feel like a lot of people are like, you'll read too much into it. Um, and maybe, okay, if that's what I'm doing, okay. But there has to be some explanation. That's all I'm saying, is there's an explanation, and I just want to know what the real explanation is. So thanks for watching.